Some of you aren't stuck because you don't know what to do. You're stuck because you're loyal. You're loyal to a story that keeps you safe but small. And the unsettling part, you don't just believe this story, you defend it. You call it realism. You call it intuition. You call it being self-aware. But it's familiarity. And your nervous system loves familiarity more than it loves freedom. Let me explain something carefully. Every person lives inside a narrative, a quiet, repeated internal script that explains who they are, what happens to them, and what they can expect. Most of the time, this script was written during a moment of fear, not clarity. It sounds like you might be thinking people always leave you, you're just inconsistent, nothing ever works out for you. You're always the one who cares more, you're bad with money, it's too late for you. But here's what most people don't realize. You don't just think these things when you're sad, you think them when you're about to change. Right before growth, right before opportunity, right before a different version of you emerges, that's when the old story gets loud. Your brain does not prioritize your happiness. It prioritizes what is predictable, and predictable feels safe even when it's painful. So, right when you're about to evolve, when something new is forming, when a healthier dynamic appears, when discipline starts building, your nervous system panics and it reaches for the old story. Because the old story is familiar, and familiarity feels like control. Here's where it gets deeper. You're not just loyal to the story, you're loyal to being right. Some of you would rather be right about your limitations than risk being wrong about your potential. Let that sit. If your story is men always leave, you will interpret neutral behavior as distance, you will overthink tone, you will test loyalty, you will chase reassurance, and when he eventually pulls away, you will say, "See, I knew it." You didn't predict it, you didn't know it, you participated in it. If your story is you're not disciplined, you'll start strong, you'll feel discomfort, and you will interpret boredom as proof that it is not for you. You will stop and then you'll say, "This is just who I am." It is not who you are, it's who you've rehearsed. Neville Goddard said assumptions harden into fact, and people hear that and think it's mystical. It's not mystical, it's psychological. What you assume becomes what you notice. What you notice becomes what you focus on. What you focus on becomes what you reinforce, and what you reinforce becomes what you live inside. You are not manifesting your desires, you are manifesting the story you keep rehearsing. Now let's talk about why you stay loyal to it. Because the story gives you something. It gives you protection. If you believe nothing works out for you, then you don't have to risk trying fully. If you believe you're the one who always cares more, then you don't have to examine your boundaries. If you believe you're bad with money, then you don't have to sit in the discomfort of learning. Limiting beliefs are rarely ignorance. They are emotional strategies. They protect you from responsibility, but they also protect you from results. And here's how you know which story you're loyal to. Watch what appears when you're triggered. When you feel ignored, what narrative shows up? When you feel behind, what narrative shows up? When you start doing well, which one shows up? The story that appears under pressure is your real self-concept, not the affirmations you post, not the identity you say you want, the one that shows up when you're uncomfortable. Now here's the shift. You don't destroy the story by fighting it. You destroy it by catching it in real time. When it appears, you name it. Oh, this is my nothing works for me story. This is the, oh, I'm about to be abandoned story. Separate yourself from it because you are not the story. You are the one repeating it. Then you remove its emotional reward. Ask yourself honestly, what does this belief protect me from? Failure, rejection, embarrassment, responsibility? Because as long as the story protects you from discomfort, you will stay loyal to it. Then you install a new assumption. Not something delusional, not something dramatic, something grounded but powerful. I figure things out. I can handle discomfort. I don't chase clarity. I choose alignment. I am not the person I used to be. Your new story has to be believable enough to live inside. Not inspiring, livable. We all start somewhere. Some of you have been loyal to a story that was written by a younger version of you, a version that was scared, a version that felt small, a version that needed protection, but you are not them anymore. And if you keep rehearsing their narrative, you keep living their life. So here's the real question. Are you loyal to your past or your potential? Because you cannot be loyal to both.